as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register. But we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs. But they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready?
Back to throw. Parsons. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to throw. Parsons. And complete, right side to Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. The Seahawks send out their punter. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners at 2-8 now in the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And a great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Prescott now from the 50. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Seahawks defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Second down, Prescott. He finds Robinson. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Prescott. Man open is Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No second down.
These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. On second down, it's Cook again.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw on 3rd down, Parsons. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chris Wormley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Prescott to throw it. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Prescott.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And again, it's Prescott. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Parsons. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Prescott on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right.
That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Prescott down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Jose Borregales for the extra point.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Oh, yeah, we got more where that came from.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Prescott. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Reek Willen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Jamal Agnew. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things. And it will.
They've got his man complete. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Garrett Wilson.
49 yards.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 14.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
A first down throw for Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On play action, Prescott gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Taking it about the 36. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Put him down. Don't give him an inch.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. That incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And hit the out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. The final shot before break. Parsons. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
49ers 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play action now. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50.
48-yard line.
Ready, break.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake. Parsons. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott off play action.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Prescott yet again.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
46.
Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move him back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On the return, here's Agnew. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
First down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To the air again, Prescott. In trouble, and he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Taken in at the 22.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their...
There he goes, left side. Dalvin Cook, and all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
Dalvin Cook, that's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get into the end zone here, although there is a flag down, but this could very well be a hold anyway. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Fighting through at the 25.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Prescott. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Chris Wormley picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Go, get out there, get out there.
Throwing, Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Third and long for Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Can't keep up with our attack offense. Let's make some good plays. Make some good plays today. Come on.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll throw again. Prescott. Man open is Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And again, it's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Prescott on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
Here's Freiermuth again.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the...
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's 2nd and 10. Left side, Cook. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Parsons. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
They'll run for it. Cook. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Parsons throwing for the out route. He finds Wilson. And now they're in the hurry up.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And now an audible here into something else. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Prescott now from the 50. Well, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety. Touchdown, 49ers. Pat Freiermuth, 50 yards. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Important extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, but even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Cook again. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's go now. Yes, 1. Ready?
Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on them to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Cook. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Seattle. And he certainly played a pivotal role in those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
23. 49ers 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it.
Seahawks first down.
Off play action. Parsons. Wide
open receiver complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Lawrence Cager, 40 yards. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
That's how it's done. Thank you.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got a, yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sucky now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, I still gotta. Be knowing here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I got a half a mind to hit you with a spit you, get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my mind is tied. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her.